Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow. We'll take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination fly. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair.
Hello, welcome to Saturday, 36 minutes in. I got done early. I got set up early, did my sound checks, did my tech sets set up, got a rehearsal in, got the costumes laid out, and I have to make one more trip to Spirit Costume tomorrow to grab some loose items, and then we're ready to go. Got most of my heavy lifting done today, so I didn't really have to stress out or worry about it going into tomorrow. I had a little bit more injury. Like I said, I told you guys this week this was going to be a chaotic week. Whenever I have a live event of any kind, whether it be October 12th, it's going to be another big one because we have wrestling in our courtyard. And, you know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I don't have to do as much work for that, but I do have vendors set up and everything else. And plus, I like to watch the matches. But so whenever I have anything like that going on, especially when it gets to the weather, I can use our outdoor venue a little bit more. I'm trying to go for it as much as possible, and it takes a lot of. I'm one man, so it takes a lot of the logistical setup, a lot of the running around and things like that. Also, the weather was not helping. The event we're hosting tomorrow or later on today was supposed to be in outside because we were supposed to be dealing with 88 highs and 68 lows. Like I said before, somehow there was a high pressure system from somewhere that came in and it threw the weather projections off. So now tomorrow we're dealing with 105 high and 88 low. That 88 low may not come until well after our show, so we had to move our show from outside the courtyard where I wanted to put it into the nunnery where we did Tromania and a couple other things we've done. We've done the show there before, but it's just a little bit it's different when you have to do it from up there. Also, what else? This weather, like I said, we're apparently going to be into the hundreds until October 11th, which is weird. The weather the last year has been weird here in Las Vegas. It either rained too much or when it was supposed to be fall. We were just in 80, 82, 83 degrees last week, and that's usually once we dip into that territory, we don't go back. So this is weird, but hey, you know what? Like I said, added week of summer, I can take it. We're still heading in. We're in fall technically, so the 80 degrees temperatures are coming. So as promised, if I had any energy left, I would give you guys at least a half hour to an hour. So here we are, open Q&A. Brad will not be here because he's still without power in the southeast because of the hurricane, whatever the hell it is, Henrietta or Helene. Yeah, there you go. All right, Clint and his duck. I'll see Clint later on the day here in Vegas. How you doing, Delidia? Let's see, Music Man, what's going on? Hello, my favorite serial killer. Yeah, totally. I mean, like I said, when I planned our event for tomorrow, I have a 22-foot screen. I have the stunts. I have everything set up. And even with our elevator, well, that's Clint, you probably don't want to hear that. Our elevator not working. Me, having to, get the stuff up and down is not a task in 80. It's a task in 105. Plus, like I said, it's just not safe to be out there, and customers aren't going to be happy. They can't enjoy themselves. Cast can't. I'm putting the cast at risk whenever you got all that makeup and costume on. So yeah, it sucks, but you know, hopefully when October 11th hits, that's a Friday, and the 12th is our wrestling show. We did a wrestling show in July. Wasn't the best idea, but it sold out. We had minimal issues. We had one of the announcers get a little bit dehydrated, but that person came into the situation dehydrated. Everybody else, I mean, you can host an outdoor event in Vegas in the heat. It's just not. It just sucks, man. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, it's way too high for this time of year. Like I said, you guys so you see the glee in my face when we got past certain temperatures, and it looked like we were in a home stretch, and we should be dealing with autumn weather. But then it came back to this stuff. Like I said, this weather. Look at this weather in Vegas, man. Fucking. This is coming from weather.com. Yeah, look at this nonsense. Let's put this up on the screen too. I mean, boo hoo to me because I'm not. At least I'm not dealing with Brad's dealing with. Don't poor guy's dealing with a hurricane. All right. So tomorrow's 104. 104 tomorrow. Sunday is 103. Monday is 103. Tuesday is the first, October 1st. Rolling into October with 100 degrees. I don't think we've done that for a while. 104 for Tuesday, 103 for Wednesday, 101 for Thursday. Friday, October 4th is 100 degrees. That's Joker release date. So here we go. So, okay, so somebody told me October 11th, but it looks like here we have some release. Saturday, October 5th, 97, 95, 93 on Monday, 92 on Tuesday, 91 on Wednesday. Thursday the 10th. Oh, actually, no, she was right. Thursday the 10th is 90. We don't reach the 80s until Friday the 11th. The good news is those 0% stay when it comes to rain because you know what rain means to me. Rain means water damage. So the hell with that. So there we go. Yeah. So what was cool? What was the weather last year? September 28th, 2 hours, 23. Weather. Okay, what was it? Actually, no. You know what? Last year was 102. The average, what it's supposed to be, is 81 degrees. So I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know what the fuck, but damn. How you doing, Azteca? Yeah, Inland Empire was where I grew up. The Endless Empire. Yep. Yeah, that was something else. I thought we played that one already. Yes, we can take a look at it. Ruthie, which one are you talking about? Because I don't see a new one. Yeah, let me know which one you're talking about. I don't see a new one on the Warner Brothers site. Yeah, it's a little bit more than I feel like dealing with for sure. Well, should LeBron have stayed with Miami, or was he right to leave and go back to Cleveland? Yeah, I mean, he had done everything he could do in Miami, and there was anywhere he was confident that anywhere he went, he was going to go back to the finals, and he was right. I mean, he went back to the finals. He went to the finals in 2011, 12, 13, and 14 with the Heat, won two titles. Um, left the Heat, went to woe-begotten Cleveland, took them to the finals in 2015, lost 1-16, which is the historical only team to come back from 3-1 deficit. Lost the next 2 years. Left there, came to LA, was injured, and didn't make the playoffs in 18 or no 19 and 19, and then obviously won it all in 2020. So he bet on himself. He knew that he was the main reason why any of those teams were that good. I mean, the Heat had won in 2006, but really hadn't done anything that much, and in the subsequent years since then. So yeah, he made the right decision. 81 is, yeah, you could say that for fall, but for it's better than 105. I'll take today, tomorrow. I would have embraced 81 degrees with everything I had, because that's 25-degree difference, and it matters out here, because not even when the sun goes down and it's supposed to. I'm surrounded by concrete. Where I was supposed to be is surrounded by concrete, and that retains heat well into the evening. So you know, no Brad tonight. He's still without power. Hold on. Let me look, because I'm on one. The only ones I can play on here are the ones from Warner Brothers. Because all right, Joker 2 final trailer. Are you talking about the That's Life one? Let's see. Is this it, Ruth?
You should see it out there. They're all going crazy for you. They're saying you're a bad influence on me. Well, guess what? That's life. That's life. Funny as it seems, some people get their kicks just stepping on a dream.
You are no different than any of those people that underestimated me.
Also, don't do this to yourself. It isn't you.
It isn't me. So you don't think this is me? Well, maybe you don't know who I really was.
Arthur Fleck is a monster, and his depraved acts led to riots all over the country.
That's life. That's life. I can't deny it. If I didn't think it was worth the try.
I am free.
I roll myself up in a big ball, and everything's gonna work out. You're Joker.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble.
We're we're gonna build a mountain.
I hope that one was the one, Ruth, because I know I just got demonetized that we're showing that. But like I said, this was a stream that wasn't supposed to happen anyway. So YouTube, if you want to take my 35 cents away, go for it. There you go. That's the only one I saw on you guys. Yeah, late stream. Like I said, I had some energy left. I have some editing to do. I was going to do a slideshow for the beginning of our show tomorrow. I'm just going to put a slideshow and then the movie. So we're just going to do it that way. And like I said, depending on how I feel, I might be on tomorrow. But then, like I said, I don't like missing my Saturday night stream, but I may be out of energy tomorrow. Like I said, the show starts at 8. If we start on time, starts at 8, goes till 9:45. Pictures, all that kind of stuff, handshaking. We only see each other once a month, so hi, bye, plans, probably meeting. So I'm probably done by 10-ish, 10:15. Then I start to break down, picking everything back to the center, breaking down props, getting the costume inventory and all that. So that's another I'm probably going to get done at around 11 with moving everything back. That's if I have some help. And then we may just do like a quickie tomorrow night. We were going to do watch-alongs, but I won't be able to sit in on those, and Brad doesn't have any power right now. So we'll have to reschedule our watch-alongs. But like I said, depending on what kind of energy I have tomorrow, we may do our Saturday night show, but it won't be the overnighter with the topics. It'll be something like this where I may do an open panel. Sunday is where we get back on track. Sunday is where I will get recalibrated and we'll do our normal stuff. We'll probably move the overnighter to Sunday, have an open panel, have our topics. And like I said, the only thing that sucks is I like doing that show from the store. But like I said, this time of year, it's just going to get wild, And like I said, there's a lot of opportunity out there. So. What? Okay, so the one I just showed. All right, cool. So we got the right one. Okay, I was hoping by going late I would avoid these two. Just kidding. See, everybody's different, but I get a really good vibe about this. I really love her as a performer, Lady Gaga. I really enjoy her. I think she's getting better with each role she takes, and I can't wait to see her in this. And the trailers for me have me locked in on her character in this one. And Joaquin Phoenix is one. Yeah, he's a weirdo, but he's still one of my favorite actors. All the way going back to Gladiator, where I thought he should have won Best Supporting Actor. And he's always been in movies that I enjoy. And like I said, the Joker, I was one of the few people when I was sitting watching the Joker, when I was in the midway through Joker, I'm like, there's got to be a sequel to this. There's too much story to tell, and there's just not enough time left in this movie to tell it. And lo and behold, it made its money. I don't know if this one's going to make $1 billion. Well, it doesn't have to. But if it's a solid movie, I would love to see Lady Gaga get if she's really as good as this and as the trailers seem to depict, and I would like to see her get up and go up for another Oscar. So she's been nominated a couple other times, House of Gucci, and I think Star is Born. So let's see. I mean, like I said, this is definitely a comic book movie for me. I am going to be running some promotions this week locally here and taking some of my closest weirdos and geeks to Galaxy Boulevard. We're going to go see the Joker. You're welcome, Ruthie. Like I said, let's see if we're still on the air. You never know. Let's see. Hey, no, still on the air. Oh, wait. Look at that. Still on the air. Can still hear myself. Cool. Oh, I keep forgetting every stream if you like to support the channel, you can join the Patreon. After this week, we're going to be doing some more stuff on the Patreon. I got to figure out how to do the member streams. I want to do some exclusive member streams, maybe some pre-recorded stuff. I got some pre-recorded interviews coming up. That'll probably hit the members first, and then the patrons, and then our patrons and members, and then it'll hit the regular the peasants. Yeah, or you can leave a super chat. Everything goes into a lot of it's been going into the show. Different types of programming, extra equipment. Like I said, eventually, I'm almost done with what I want to do over here with our studio. I've been piecing it together for months now. But yeah, like I said, once we get into this month of October, I gotta really be careful with time. Just gotta get out of your comfort zone. Movies you wouldn't normally watch. Nah. See, my comfort zone is what relaxes me when I watch the movie. That's where I want to be. That's, to me, I don't think it's a comfort zone more as much as it is a preference. I have a preference. It's just like not knocking that other stuff is out there, but I have a preference of what I enjoy, what entertains me. I have no interest in some of these other things. Like I said, you have to have interest in exploration in order for it to mean anything. Just watching something outside of my genre, outside of my comfort zone, just to do it's just not, that's not entertainment for me. Sometimes I happen upon movies, that I am like okay with, but not really thrilled with, and then watch them, I'm more thrilled with them than I thought I was going to be. But as far as what do you mean comfort zone? I don't know. I mean, my comfort zone is quite wide, though, of course. Looking forward to her singing. She dropped some songs. She dropped some stuff on her Instagram. Yeah, I hope they don't do it. Warner Brothers, generally, we've promoted enough Warner Brothers films, so we should be in their algorithm. We've had them overturn enough of them. That should be in the algorithm that YouTube recognizes, so that they stop taking. Because for a while, we haven't been taken down. We haven't been taken down by Warner Brothers in quite a while. Netflix fucks us. Netflix will tell us. Netflix will tell us, all of us, to promote to them or to promote Geek Week. And when I do, I get taken down. And I have to email them, hey, here's an email. Remember this? And like, oh, sorry. And then they fix it, but it's like, fuck. It takes a couple of days. We had to re-upload a stream one time. And by the time, I think it was Vince that edited for me. By the time we edited that stream and sent it back up, then they released it. It's like, you know what? So yeah, Warner Brothers, knock on wood, has been pretty decent with us. While I say that, let me make sure. All right, cool. There we go. I'm still. Oh, well, like I said, we're just gonna get. They may demonetize us. But like I said, this is most of our lives aren't monetized anyway because there's like language and stuff and words. And any live stream I have Spidey and Fourth on is more than likely going to get demonetized because of some of this crazy shit that they say. So, yeah, I will not be resting tomorrow, but yeah, I will. There's a good chance that, like I said, if we do anything, it's going to be a quickie. But depending on what kind of energy I have after tomorrow, I may just order a fat burger in advance and just because Sister Kim's closes early now. They close at 7. So that's literally 7 o'clock for me. The hour before a live event for us is called Chaos Hour. So I would have to order my food way in advance, but I'm feeling fat burger tomorrow. I think by this time tomorrow night, I will have earned a 1.5, possibly 2 pounds of beef, bacon, egg, grilled onions, A1 sauce, pickles, American cheese, sesame seed bun. Don't even need fries for that. Don't even need fries. I'm thinking that I will have earned 1.5 pounds of happiness. I think I just talked myself into that reality. No, he did not win. He did not win for Gladiator. Yeah. I think Benicio del Toro won for who won for Gladiator? Gladiator came out the same. It was a guy from Traffic. Yeah, Benicio del Toro won for Best Supporting Actor, which I thought was not that was the wrong answer. But you know what? Ridley Scott got fucked by Traffic too because Steven Soderbergh won. And I'm sorry, Traffic was a great movie. Gladiator was an epic movie. It won Best Movie. Why do you think it was the best movie? Maybe because of Ridley Scott's direction and Joaquin Phoenix's acting. You skipped around and gave everybody Oscars in that movie, but the two people that really should have gotten them. Russell Crowe got one. Best movie. Come on. So wouldn't it be ironic if Gladiator 2 finally gets it for him? I can stop watching the Oscars after that because there's nobody left for me that I want to win. I know Denis Villeneuve was going to win eventually. Harrison Ford doesn't need to win. Harrison Ford, there are people who won Oscars that no one will ever remember. You'll always remember Harrison Ford. So, yeah. Yeah, she's getting better all the time. Her and Dave Bautista are people that are in other genres when they come over, and it's like, I really appreciate their dedication to the craft and dedication to improving. Yeah. I mean, it's healthy skepticism. I mean, it's healthy skepticism, and you're not alone. There's a lot of people who are skeptic, but there are those people who are just skeptic about sequels in general, and then there are some people who've seen the trailers and just don't see what they need to see to get behind it. But once again, if you're giving the movie a chance, then that's all you can really ask a customer to do is give a product a chance. Who knows? We don't even have a Batman in the DCU yet, so you probably get a Batman long before you get a Joker. And I think we're about another 6 months away from that, because how far are we away from Brave and the Bold? Thank you. That was with the Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell will probably be doing more because they just wrapped filming on that. So I hope to have Scott Chambers. I want to have those guys on so that we can do a group watch of Pooh, Blood, and Honey and just promote everything they got going on, Yeah, that would have been cool. I mean, show the members first and then go in there. Oh, my cat. Is that cat real, Fourth, or are you just messing with me? Meow. No, I don't have a cat, but apparently Fourth has a cat that he has named after me somehow. I don't know. I don't have any pets. Dude, my pets would be starving. No, I'm never here. I mean, I get home, at average 11 o'clock, and I'm gone from 11 to 11. I don't know if the store would be a great environment to have. I do want to get a pug get a pug and put the red shirt with the lightning bolt on him, maybe. But yeah, currently don't have any pets. Okay. It's however they have the content ID set up. I've uploaded shorts of copyrighted music. Mostly they only get claims. Some get blocked in the countries. Shorts are allowed to have copyright. Yeah, it's under fair. Under. Is it just 1 minute or 29 seconds? Somebody told me, whichever one. I know a lot of the times the trailer will get cleared, but the music will get us because they have purchased the music for the specific use of that trailer. They have permission to use it, but I don't. So the song sometimes gets me knocked off. Jurassic World Rebirth is wrapped filming. Arrives July 2nd. Right on time. I think that movie is going to be right in time for the 4th of July weekend. I don't think, like I said to me people before, I don't think any of those movies are moving, and I don't think any of them should, and I don't think there's any reason for them to. I don't think there's reason. Jurassic Park is good. Jurassic World is going to make $1 billion. Well, it's the last story we have, and people love that franchise. That franchise proven. Superman is whatever it's not going to make. It's not going to make any more outside of that. If anything, being sandwiched in between Jurassic Park and Fantastic Four will help it, because you're getting people in the trend of going to the movies. And once they see a good movie, if they like Jurassic Park, they're walking past that big old poster with that big old S on it, and they're mentally starting to make their plans for the next week and the week after that. So I think that these movies bringing in Cloak Sports Unlimited is good for the theaters, and it's good for those movies. Like I said, rising tide lifts all ships. And if there's any ship that's going to need lifting between those two, it's going to be Superman. Because Fantastic Four is going to go off the credibility of the overall MCU, and like I said, Jurassic World is a $1 billion franchise. All right, what do we, Beavis and Butthead here? What do you do? Yeah, it'll sound good in about 15, 20 hours from now. When I can smell it through the bag, and they have to triple bag it because the grease is just like burning through the bag. Like when you shoot one of the aliens, the xenomorphs, it burns through the whole of the ship. When you make a fat burger right, it just, you could see it, the brown bag just becomes transparent. You can almost see the burger through the bag, and then you can smell it. No matter where you put it, you can smell it. It's like, and all the dogs in the neighborhood are wanting to come scratch at your door because they know it's in there. Nope. It's all for me. I am going to get 1.5 pounds heavier about 24 hours from now. This stream is brought to you by Fatburger. You haven't sponsored the show, and you're not paying me any money, but you know what? Tear your burger up tomorrow, buddy. I'm going to unhinge these jaws and just take it. Oh, okay. Yeah, what do they call it in Scotland? I forgot. Yeah, we're I'll talk with you about that offline. It's been interesting. Especially if you're upstairs in the desert, not having an elevator. It's really fucking me really bad. Cut to the cliff notes. Fat burger, oh hell no, Azteca. Just seeing the emojis makes you, I might time you out. What do you mean audacity? You mean you had the privilege and the luxury of having a fat burger in the Inland Empire? As a child of the Inland Empire, I know what was there prior. Fat burger's an improvement, I promise you. You're just trolling me right now, Azteca, but that's okay. That's what living in the Inland Empire is, I guess. Fourth, you, everybody. If you're in the 909, let's fuck with William. Because we understand each other. We look around in the environment that we grew up with, and they're like, we have to fuck with other people. No watch party tomorrow. I am going to be doing run-throughs tomorrow afternoon, dealing with customers. And Brad doesn't have power right now, so we don't know when he's going to get his power back up. So if Brad gets his power back up in a reasonable amount of time, we may be able to throw it out there. But as of now, it's been out for a couple of days. He's not here right now because of it. So yeah. Paul, thank you for the $10 super chat. The Sci-Fi Channel enjoyed Twilight of the Gods. Hope there's a sequel. So do I. I really enjoyed that. That was different. That's some of the best stuff he's done outside of DC. Beyond that, I hope the secret character goes on. Whatever Zack Snyder had planned for Wonder Woman can possibly be done through her. Secrets is a little bit. Well, I guess Wonder Woman's vicious too. Yeah, I do see a lot of his Wonder Woman in her. So yeah, I would. I liked everything about it. I would like to see her go on. Obviously, she's in Valhalla now. Spoiler, sorry. Well, we watched it here, but I would like to see her become a demigod. Maybe. I would like to see more of that Thor. I would like to see more of that whole world. He did a really good job of it. I wasn't expecting to like the animation as much as I did, but the animation fit it. It was perfect, so I enjoyed it. All right. Thank you for the support. see. This right here. Is it? Yeah, right. This was right here was when I first started streaming. I was somewhere else, and I just had this out there. Now it just keeps the light out right now. I'm probably not going to go with this green screen ever again because I am where I'm going. I'm going to have you'll see these belts. I'm trying to get it done. It's just taking forever because it's my schedule. I want to have my belts in front of me. And then I want to have Funkos on either side of me and possibly have, you can't see it, but this TV behind me. I got to see what I want to, or I'm going to have all the belts on belt holders behind me and then have Funkos in front of me. And until I can't be a setup, I might do that. But yeah, I'm not going to go. What I was going to do, my original plan was to have this green screen and have everything aimed this way and have the green screen because that's all you would have been able to see. And then it would have been whatever stories we're having or things like that. But I didn't like the way it looked. And I think a TV behind me can do just that. So that was an old plan. But yeah, that's what we were using it for. I did use it one time. I used it for 10 minutes in the stream. I did not like the way it looked, and I went back to just a regular thing. I'm thinking so too. Music Man, I think Joker 2 will be good. Like I said, we got a couple of days. I wish they were doing a screening out here. I'm really upset that Warner Brothers just doesn't really think that we're that big of a market anymore. I mean, we aren't, to be fair. I mean, it's we're not LA. We're not even San Bernardino. San Bernardino, even though I call it the armpit of California, I can do that because I'm from there. But San Bernardino is huge. It has a lot of people. It's basically the greater LA area because a lot of people who can't afford to live in LA can barely afford to live in San Bernardino. Man, San Bernardino used to be way cheaper than it is now to live. Way cheaper. There are houses going up in San Bernardino that are getting sold for astronomical amounts that I thought San Bernardino. But hey, you know what? California is California. All the people say it's too expensive here. I got to get out of here. The housing demand and shortage is to the point where some of those houses out there are getting inflated because of the demand. So I want to use my VA loan to buy a house in California, but it's goddamn. The absolute last thing I need is you and Spidey and Joga and all of the rest of the circus putting me in places I don't need to be. You could do that anyway. I mean, you don't really need a green screen. The funny thing about it is when you chroma key and green screen 3, 4, 5 years ago, you had to have a green screen to have it really done right. The technology really, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's improved to the point where you can really do it. You can remove the background now and it'd be just as fine. I mean, depending on what kind of program you're using, I was using paint.net to do promos and stuff. A lot of I at the store, I have an entire wall behind this movie screen. The entire wall is green because we used to do promos and stuff. And then we would put you in different environments. Like back when we did the first Aquaman movie, if you go back to December of 2018 on our Instagram, I'm literally riding a giant seahorse underwater with a Frappuccino in my hand. That's what kind of silly shit we were doing back then. So, tomato ketchup. You know what? I mean, I will get tomato ketchup on my burger, but with all the other stuff I add to it, you wouldn't even taste it. Not really. Ketchup on steak is fine. Ketchup on beef is fine. Ketchup, then again, you know what? That's all. It's like pineapple on pizza. I think it is foul, but I'm running into far too many people who are doing it. So you know what? Everybody's got different taste buds. Yeah, cats are self-sufficient, but I just am not big into getting an animal and then leaving it on its own for that long. Not because it would tear off the house and it can take care of itself, but I mean, yeah, cats are assholes too. I mean, I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I want to live in asshole. You know, dogs. When they see you, they're like, "Oh my god, my human is back." You only gone for 8 hours, but it's like you were never coming back. And my goodness, I got to go in circles and pee and all this stuff. Cats are like, "The fuck are you coming back here for? Why are you walking into my house?" That's what cats are like. Cats are like, "You're only here. Is there food in that dish? Is there food? There is. Get out." That's cats. Okay. Sure. All right. That's my other favorite Aussie. Yeah. I think, like I said, there's no good reason for. And plus, James Gunn, that's his dad's birthday. Sentimentally, he's just not going to move that. And even without it being his dad's birthday, there's no reason to move Superman. It's going to do better there than it would anywhere else. You do not want that movie out there in just a barren sea of no blockbusters. You want that right in the middle of July is going to be a good month for theaters. July is going to be a good, because I think all those movies are going to do well. I don't think Superman's going to make $1 billion, but I think it's going to make its best shot for making good money is right where it's at. And really, depending on what he's spending on the money, or what they're spending on, what kind of merchandising deals they get and all that, depending on what the budget is, it may not need to make very much money to be a financial success. And if it's a critical success, you'll be fine. But yeah, don't move that movie. And Fantastic Four, no reason to move. People, they're never going to get that done in time. I'm like, yeah, sure. If you were at Comic-Con and you saw just that little promo reel that they did, if they did that and they had that ready for July 27th, they're going to have that movie done in time. Most of it is CGI. We saw Galactus. I can now knock that off my bucket list. It wasn't a full-on, standing with the, the world eater machine or whatever, the planet, stuff like that. But you saw him. You literally, what he does is right at the end of the trailer, he turns around and you clearly identify him and he peeks into the window. You could see him. And I'm sitting at Comic-Con at Hall H, where I was sitting. I clearly recognized him as Galactus. Everybody there did. I saw Galactus. He has been redeemed from the cloud monster of Silver Surfer. Rise of the Silver Surfer. So there we go. Let's see. No. Checkers is good. First of all, Checkers has shitty hours here in Vegas. Everybody has shitty hours now in Vegas, but Checkers, what the fuck? Checkers is really good. Checkers Rally Burgers, they're really good. The problem is, for what I pay for a Checkers and a Rally Burger, really, I call it Rally, I don't get, for $2 more or $3 more, I get a fat burger. Checkers, they taste great. But if it's a tie, and it's really not, in my opinion, $13-$14 for a nice burger and fries that are really not, fries are not the deal breaker for me. Or I go a couple of more bucks and I get something that I literally have to rethink my life and how I'm going to devour this burger. I'm always going to go with fat burger. Now, if I'm hungry and I can't get a fat burger and Rayleigh's is right there, I'm going to take it apart. Some of these places have really good, good burgers. I'm hearing Brad in this stupid voice in my head, the stupid good burger jokes. Some of these places, the burgers are great, right? But they're too fucking small. I had one where Burger Den. I told you guys a couple months ago. Burger Den, if you're watching, you got great stuff. But I need more, man. I can't disappear in my hands like that, you know? So, yeah, I mean, let's see. Yeah, they're doing a lot of promo with him. He signed long term. I think that guy's going to end up being one of the faces of the company, really, if he's not already. All right. Yeah, Maggie Smith passed away. 88 years old. A lot of people know her from Harry Potter. Like that woman was already like 70 something when she made those movies. She had already had a full career with 2 Oscars by the time Harry Potter was even in existence. I first saw her I think she played Andromeda. No, she played Hera. She played Hera in Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans. The first time, 1981. I saw that in the theaters. I even had the Clash of the Titans lunch bell. We need to do a Clash of the Titans watch party. Another one we're piling up on. That's where I saw her. And like I said, by the time Harry Potter and all these other things came around, she's already, you know, in her old age and had all of her full career and still had another career after that. You know, so rest in peace, Maggie Smith, 2-time Academy Award winner, Sister Act. I mean, she's been in a lot of stuff, but a lot of people from our generation and below our generation only know her for the later stuff she did. Even Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans was what? If she was damn near 90. Now Clash of the Titans was 40 some odd years ago, so she was already, you know, closing in on a full career when she did Clash of the Titans. That's how long, you know, extraordinary career. I didn't get a chance to throw her up in the. I might put her in the overnight show, you know, because like I said, this is one of those actresses or actors that has spanned that acted so long that they had impressions on several generations. So we'll talk about her. And Hook, she was in Hook. A lot of people. I was watching Camp the other day, and they were talking about where they all saw her. Yeah, it might have been too late. Because I know the darker one. I have a darker one at the store. The whole wall of the store is green there. I don't. We're not promoting Terrifier today. I don't think they're going to be doing anything out here. Like I said, I didn't even get Joker. And Terrifier, let's just say, doesn't have a wide demographic. Wonder why. I liked it when I was living in LA, Hawthorne, Inglewood, and then we were going back and forth between San Bernardino County, Rialto, Moreno Valley. I love Southern California. I only ended up in Vegas is because I was a minor when I went into the Army and got out of basic training. My dad had moved because they closed Norton Air Force Base, and they moved here because he got a job at Treasure Island when they were opening back in the early 90s when they were booming the casino boom, and they were transforming. And all these big, MGM Grand, all these ones opened up that same year. So he moved out here for that because he wanted to live near an Air Force base, and Nellis Air Force Base was right here. He always wants to be within driving distance of an Air Force base. So, because he shopped at the commissary and everything else. So I was planning on staying in California, but their plans sped up while I was in basic training. So when I got out of basic training, I came to live with them. And I was originally going to open up my store in California, but the guy who was anchoring things down there for me changed his mind, and it just became easier, to open it up here, because I was this is where I was going to build up the capital to open it. I would have had to go back, so it was just a matter of logistics. I still eventually want to get back to California. And open up a store there, eventually either have one or two or whatever, but I want to retire in California. I would like to retire in LA. I'm a child of the city of the angels. I'm a child of the greater Los Angeles area, so it's in my blood. Even when I get to San Diego, it's not LA, but it's still SoCal, and I just feel better. I feel healthier. I feel happier. So yeah, that's the plan for me. Yeah, we're gonna probably talk about that on Sunday. Wow, it's not as jarring for me. I've been trying to tell people and everybody within the sound of my voice what an absolute asshole this man is for 20, 30 years now. You can respect Vince McMahon for what he has done for wrestling. He has earned that respect. He has earned that place. He's earned that Mount Rushmore. For the level that wrestling was brought to in the 1980s, to where a lot of other companies could even have a chance at that kind of marketplace, Vince helped with that. Vince was critical in that. But just like Hulk Hogan, at the same time, I can give them their respect for what they did. I can tell you that they're pieces of shit. Hulk Hogan's a racist. And I had to hear it in his own words. I had to hear it from him to be like, this is the guy I grew up, because all of us kids grew up idolizing Hulk Hogan. And then you hear the things about him, you're like, oh, okay, that can't be true. And then when you hear some of the things he types and says in interviews, and I'm like, did you just say that? But Vince McMahon didn't take me that long. In the mid-90s, once the whole steroid thing happened, and then the subsequent decade, people start, of our childhood started dying. And I'm like, every one of these guys was in WWE. Some of them were in other places, but they were all doing things to their body so they could keep those spots. And then with the concussions and everything else, how they handled that until they ignored that till they had to. It was all indicative of what Vince, it was all being driven by Vince. There's some other companies where it's a corporate infrastructure and not everybody in the company is bad. But when you're talking about WWE, and this is when they were a privately held company, it was all generated by Vince. So all the stuff that's coming out was him. He had all the power. And then when he was doing, with women, when there was no AEW or anything else out there, these people did whatever they could to keep their spots, and he took advantage of that. So yeah, that documentary mostly was done before a lot of the allegations came out. So it could have been a lot worse. So yeah, we might talk about that on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, probably the only way I'll ever make it out this phase. I've been back to the Inland Empire several times. What are you talking about? I'll do just fine. I know what awaits me in the 909. Trust me. Once you grow up in a place, it stays with you. And when you visit back, like I said, it is depressing sometimes when I do go back and everything that I grew up around is just gone. It's rough, man. That's why I don't understand how they're getting the kind of prices for those houses out there. I mean, hell, even Fontana's got the racetrack. I mean, I looked around when I was there recently, and I'm like, you're getting how much? Congratulations for you getting it, but what the fuck? I don't know. Peppercorn sauce. Never had that. What is that? Gravy and chips. See, you Scotties and Britons, you guys got weirder. It's the same stuff that we have, but it's different. So when I come over to Scotland, you're gonna have to show me around. We're gonna go running together. I know you like to run, and I'm done with running like that. Oh, excuse me? I'm too chicken to go back to a place I grew. Fuck you. That's true. All right. I got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, and then I'm going to wrap it up for the night. Yeah, they got some greasy burgers, but yeah, that's, I want it that way, like I said, I couldn't eat these things every day; I'd be dead. But I do enjoy my burgers. How much to send me to Terrifier? I don't know. $100. I know you're not going to do it, so yeah, $100. There you go. Oh, well, I know I'm into bullshit, so I don't need to watch it anymore. Yeah, because there's some detail. You're gonna find out worse details about Vince when the trials start happening. When some of that disclosure happens, and he's gonna have to he's not gonna take this. If he takes the stand, oh my god, that's gonna be there's some details that are just FW. So yeah. And that's not even, like I said, most of this documentary that's on Netflix was done before a lot of that stuff came out, and the whole Brock Lesnar and the rumors about scat and all. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know everyone has their thing. Everything has their one thing that turns them on. And what's with the scatting? I don't. We're gonna get demonetized for that anyway. But the traders have already screwed us. I don't get it. And that's one of the allegations that he forced a girl. Oh, oh, oh. Ruthie, if I go to see Terrifier, I don't think they're gonna let me in without some sort of lower garment. I mean, I don't wear shorts, so it has to be pants. Actually, 40 years because he destroyed competition in the 80s and made sure that NWA can have pay-per-views. And yet, that was craftsmanship. I mean, that was, that sucked, but NWA still survived, and NWA still, like I said, the WCW style was trash because that was, to me, I will always fuck Jamie Kellner. I know he rests in peace now, but in his life, I was consistent. That guy, AOL Time Order, screwed up that cell, and I think they screwed it up on purpose because they thought that Vince was going to give him some sweet deal on programming for their little shitty network at the time. And he ended up not doing it, and it ruined the wrestling landscape for 20 years. And a lot of these people who had health problems or that are going to have health problems because they drove themselves into the ground because there was nowhere else to go if you wanted to be at that level, the whole thing. Yeah. Now, yeah, he was trying to be a thug. Didn't work out well. Dracula. Oh, yeah, that's a good question, Ruth. You don't like him? No. I don't know if she's saying ooh to you, referring to her as a Scotty or. Sure, why not? We're probably going to end up saying it anyway. Yeah, sure, for it. Go for it. Shit, it'll be on streaming in what? I have a month the way shit's going now. Well, I did not know that. Oh yeah, no, that did know. That's actually part of that. I don't know how serious that was. No, I just can't make sense of the violence there. Like I said, it's not the art that Friday the 13th is. Oh, no, that's not nice, Worth. Oh, you want me to do a live? Okay, you're definitely going to have to give me a job of Benjamin for that. because I'll probably be disturbed as fuck coming out of that movie. Probably the first minute of that is going to probably be being like, what was that? Why was that? Was that necessary? That's going to be the first minute or so of the review, and then I'll get down to the details. No haggis. I've never had haggis either. Yep, I remember that. I remember watching it. That was early on in the game. All right, guys. Anybody got any last words? Any last super chats for me? Any last memberships or anything like that? Anything like that to support the channel? Even though I haven't been as frequent as we usually are, but a hurricane took one of us out, and then, like I said, scheduling is taking me out a little bit here. So, like I said, everything will be back to somewhat normal Sunday night. Next time, after right now, you guys will see me. I'm gonna try my damnedest. If I said, if I have the energy, and I got that fat burger incoming, you might see me, even if it's just for me to just give you a tour of the burger. Otherwise, you will not see me tomorrow unless that's the case. And the soonest you would see me would be Sunday night, 10:30. We'll probably, like I said, make up for Saturday then. So, all right. Ugh, disgusting. Super chat. Oh, you really want to fuck up my head with this movie? Okay, I prepared. I'm gonna thank you for the $100 support, even though no matter what it's for, it helps the channel. Thank you for it. Prepared to get terrified, Willie. You got to go to the theater, do it out of theater plus watch party, or you stay with us the whole time. Well, then that means we're gonna have to do it at nighttime then, because if we can't, well, we shouldn't be fucking doing that kind of watch party during those hours anyway. So that is probably gonna be. If we do a watch party for Terrifier, it has to be at nighttime. So that's probably going to end up being a Friday night one anyway. So I sat through, what was that? Oh, that In a Violent Nature. Terrifier movies are better than that. I could see the appeal in Terrifier. I can't see the appeal in a Violent Nature. I haven't been that disappointed in a horror movie literally since the 90s. To the point where I deleted the stream because I was so disappointed, and I said things that would probably, if you're a beginning filmmaker, you don't want to hear. So if I can sit through a Violent Nature, then I can do Terrifier. I might squirm, like I said. There's a sawing the girl in the half. What was that? And even Art the Clown. Art the Clown has that look like, what the fuck am I doing? There's no reason for me to doing this other than yeah. But okay, sure. You've earned the spot. You've earned the time. All right. Well, on that note, when does that movie even come out? Oh, hey, Ruthie. Since I'm going to be committed to this, you said you could hook me up with one of you guys. Fourth, somebody hook me up with an interview with that guy, Art the Clown. We can put him on the show. If we're going to do a stream, we might as well have him on. Shit. All right. Well, what a way to end the night. Yeah. Lame fire. Oh, wow. Dude, shots fired, dude. Everybody had told me that this movie was, William, you got to see it. You got to see it. And I'm like, okay, we saw it. I saw it for the first time with you guys. And I'm like, even the one death scene, the yoga scene was like, okay, this is senseless. First of all, physically, it just couldn't happen the way it happened in there. Even, I had to suspend all belief on that one. So it's like, all right, Ruth. Well, why if we're going to do it? All right, guys, that's where I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because, like I said, I have to be very conservative with my time until we get past tomorrow, and then it's back to normal. Thank you for the super chats, everybody. Thank you for the support. Thank you for joining on, all 51 of you right now across all of our platforms. Please like, subscribe if you can. If you are watching on Twitter, which the majority of you are, you can always jump over and right below my head here, youtube.com/@the-sci-fi center. I love the fact that you're watching me at all, but if you were able to get over to Twitter, if you haven't already, like, subscribe there. It helps us out. It helps the organization out on a business level. And I'm just now watching, and this whole time I have had Q and Q sitting up there instead of Q&A. So there you go. It's too late. Oh, well. Oh, well, who cares? I'll edit it in YouTube. All right. I will see you guys. If I have the energy, if I have the burger in hand, I will see you late night tomorrow. Otherwise, I will see you all Sunday night for sure. On Sunday at 10:30. All right, guys. Have a nice evening or morning. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. That's our Sunday night stream. Penguin. Count on it. 10:30. See you guys there.